Budgets are not easy, but important things never are. This is a budget about hope and about reality. In the end, it's about investment. And I think it's fair to say that the collaboration and cooperation this year is unprecedented. And although I do not have the historical perspective as a county council member, I do have it as a lifelong county resident. I recognize the progress that has been made and the significance of what the collaboration between all those involved means to the residents of the county. We took ownership of the issue, refused to kick the can down the road, and worked together not only on the tone of the discussion, but the details as well. When it became apparent that the financial packages that had been put into place years ago were no longer compatible with today's fiscal realities, we worked together to make the math work. This involves sacrifices. No one got everything they wanted in this budget. Raises were scaled back, and many deserving programs or projects were reduced, or in some cases, eliminated. It's impossible to fund everything we want, so we have to set priorities. And we did that. I appreciate the openness, transparency, and communication that marked this year's budget process, and I hope this is another indication of the way we'll continue to work together moving forward. This budget is the end result of many weeks of hard work. We have heard from hundreds of county residents about what is important to them and how they want us to prioritize the many competing interests. We have discussed every aspect of this budget in our respective committees and as a committee of the whole. We have listened to the public and we have listened to each other. Only after very careful consideration were we able to put forward a budget that focuses on what is most important. We are providing the school system with the funding it needs to reduce class size and narrow the achievement gap. It's gratifying to know that we and the Board of Education have had a meeting of the minds so that our children will have a better tomorrow. This budget also reminds us that public safety remains a top priority. We have increased our public safety personnel, and we have continued to ensure that our first responders have the training, equipment, facilities, and support that they need to do their jobs safely. And we've taken care of some of our long-term commitments on infrastructure, ensuring that many of our schools and public buildings slated for opening or improvement remain on schedule. I'm pleased, for example, that the new and much-needed Richard Montgomery Cluster Elementary School has remained on track and will open in the summer of 2018. That same summer, we'll also see the opening of a classroom addition at Lucy V. Barnsley Elementary School in Rockville. Meanwhile, improvements for the Gaithersburg Elementary School cluster, which at one point was in danger of being frozen, received the funding it needs for planning and design. I very much appreciate ensuring these projects remain a priority. We have also been able to help our nonprofit partners who in turn help our residents. The services they provide allow us to stretch our tax dollars even further. In Leisure World, for example, Meals on Wheels is helping improve the quality of life for many of our seniors. I have said over and over again that raising taxes should be our method of last resort. But I also know that government needs funds in order to function. We have to balance revenue with the need to do what is right. We need to make wise investments. That's really what this budget is about, hope for the future of Montgomery County. There's someone else we really need to acknowledge in all of this, and that, of course, is the taxpayers of Montgomery County. All of these things we're doing to improve the quality of life in our county, they're not magically paid for. The money comes out of the pockets of each and every one of us. And we've been able to do this together, respectfully, since we're all working toward the same goal, a great Montgomery County for everyone. I think we've achieved something major with this budget, even beyond the programs and the projects we funded. I have hoped that our tax rate could have been lower than what is being approved in this budget. And I had hoped that we would never have to, and I hope that we never have to do a budget this way again. I hope that our public will view the taxes paid to Montgomery County as the fair cost for the services that we provide. I hope that we have gotten where we need to be and that we stay where we need to be. We've entered what I hope is a new era of goodwill in which we all continue to prove our willingness to listen to and work with each other, all of us, the various bodies, and of course the public, in a meaningful way. I think that we've proven that when we work together, we really can find solutions to some really tough problems. Thank you very much.